Good morning, everybody. We are back again. The show called TBR Solution Sports Program. And then you know that the first part of the show, we do nothing else but look something, one topic that we discussed. My name is the Sobri Boys Walifatsi from TBR. I'll be joined by Tsepang Hole, last born, but I realize that he has not yet connected. This morning, I want us to look at, Cristiano Ronaldo was quoted. In fact, he was not quoted. We have seen him confirming that there was a confrontation between him and Maguire. All right. And he was frank about it, candid about it, that, he's a hard worker. He came to Man United not to finish at number 6, number 5. That's not what he came for. He is a Mr. Championship or Champions League. All right. So he said he was very angry because at some point he would see himself scoring goals. Né? Then after scoring goals, then you would see Maguire, making a mistake that would cost them, that would lead to a point whereby they end up trailing or, drawing or whatever. So he was candid about it. He said, I confronted him. And then, and then in front of all the players, I said, we score, and then you keep on fetching the ball at the back because of your mistake. And then he said, everybody laughed because they thought it was a joke. He said, of course it was a joke, but he really meant each and every word of it. Now, Jerry was very angry because he is not that kind of a player who plays for number 6, number 5, all right? Then he said, Maguire is a captain. But him, as Ronaldo, at his age, is even faster than Maguire. And then he even went further to say, in terms of age, the difference between him and Maguire, I think it's about 8 years. But he's quicker than Maguire. Now, having said what I said, do you agree that it was a good thing for Ronaldo to do it or not? So I want to hear your opinion. But if you ask me, I think I appreciate one thing, that Ronaldo is not a fake. He speaks his mind. And he didn't want to talk behind Maguire. He confronted him and said, look, you're costing us games. Then he says, when he went to Man United, he wanted to play Champions League, he wanted to win titles. And then it will be up to Man United. What do they want to do? Are they going to bring people who are going to help him to get those? Or are they going to ship out some of the people who are probably not adding value to Man United? So I don't know whether you agree with Ronaldo that that's what was happening at Man United. I don't know whether I agree with his approach. Do you think his approach was appropriate to approach the matter in that fashion? But his argument is quite clear. Maguire is a captain. He said, you must lead by example. Well, we differ as people. Maybe I wouldn't have handled that way, but I don't see anything wrong that Ronaldo did. Because for me, it was good for Ronaldo to be upfront, to say, look, what are you doing? In other words, he was taking leadership, all right? But I don't know that if a person does that, will that destabilize the team? I mean, what he did had impact on Man United on the last games. But at the same time, if you have a player who's not shouting at other players, remember Ramos at Real Madrid. Ramos would rally the players. You know, he would rally the players, he would shout at them. The same with Piqué, you know. So I don't know. I don't know what to take. Was it a good idea for Ronaldo to confront Maguire in front of everybody and tell him? But what I say, what I really appreciate is the fact that Ronaldo is not hiding behind facts or talking behind his back. He's saying it is that, you know what, as much as people thought it was a joke, I meant each and every word of it. Because really, it really stresses him because sometimes he says, I would score 2, 3 goals, and then the next thing they catch up with us, you know? And I said, look at this guy, he's even younger than me. He cannot run, you know? So I don't know. So for me, I think it was fair enough for Ronaldo. Moreover, that is his personality, you know? You know, when a person does something out of his personality, then I have a problem. You are not that kind of a person, but you go out there and do that. I've seen Messi with PSG. Remember when they were not passing him, shouted at what's his name, the middle fielder, Verratti, you know, and then he said, I was here, you should have given me the ball, and you didn't give me the ball. And Verratti didn't take it well. And then after that, you know, after the game, I saw Messi hugging him. They were laughing again. So, but sometimes, you know, football, it's the heat of the moment. So if you ask me, I don't think Ronaldo was wrong. In fact, Ronaldo was right because he's putting effort and then he doesn't want to dent his image. He said, I'm used to win titles. I went to Real Madrid. I won titles. I'm playing one of the best team in England, which is Man United. The next thing, you have a player who does this. I don't know. What's your take? So let me hear your opinion. And that was Ronaldo's opinion. And that was my opinion. I say Ronaldo did what he's supposed to do. Moreover, that he's putting so much effort. And then the next thing, you find that people are dragging their feet. So that's me on my side. Let me hear what are you thinking as far as that is concerned. And then thank you for subscribing and continue to subscribe and then a like. And also, let's get more people to subscribe to the show. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your time. It's very precious. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. My name is the Sobre Boys Walifatse from the Big R or TBR Solution. One of the companies owned by TBR Solution is the Big R Financial Services, an authorized financial service provider. I'm sure you have noticed that the past few months or so, we've seen a lot of deaths, and those deaths are attributed to mental illness. Mental illness can be caused by anything, can be caused by stress, depression, and stress and depression can be caused by a number of things. Lack of finances, or financial problem, or social problem, or marital problem. So they cause all those problems. We in the financial sector, we see it almost now and again because we work with various organizations like GPF, Independent Fund Organization. But while I'm still there, let me stress, we don't have a formal relationship with GPF, but we work with them because most of our people are from there. Now, working with those people, you know very well that people who are working for the government, they're expected to retire at the age of 60 and above, right? If you retire earlier than that, then you are being penalized by GPF. And sometimes people say, no, I need money. So what do? They resign. They say, no, let the money go to my bank account. Once you do that, you are tax heavy. So you need to bear that in mind, okay? But now, let's say for argument's sake, you are 55 as we speak and above, and you are contemplating of either resigning or going on pension in the next 3 months or so, just drop us a WhatsApp so that we help you to expedite for your payment. Because according to the GPF rules and pension fund law, once a client or a member receive an SMS that they've received your forms, that means they have 60 days to complete the process. And mind you, the 60 days is a maximum. It doesn't mean it has to take 60 days. It's a maximum. Now, sometimes we see people, they don't get their money for 2 to 3, 4, 5 months, 6 months, even more, or a year or so. And then there, the problem could emanate either from the GPF side, employer side, a member himself. So what we do, we try to expedite that process by making sure that we understand the workings of GPF. If it's a member, we help him to do the right thing. The same with GPF, the same with employer organization. Now, remember, as I have already said, that with GPF, it's 60 and above. Now, and then we say if you're 55 or more, you can contact us. And another good element is this, with the fund that we are working with. There is a whole lot of flexibility. You can decide how much you earn. That's how flexible it is. And if, let's say, you pass on, you and your spouse, you can nominate anyone. You are not limited to your immediate family, like your biological children or an officially adopted children. Remember, even your children, they can benefit as long as they're 22 and below. But with us, it doesn't matter. They can be above 22, they can be your elders, or they will still benefit because you nominated them. And then we try by all means that when we take the money from GPF and invest with credible fund organization, we try by all means that you are list text, all right? And then, and even you are not punished because you are not taking the money, because you are taking to another fund. So which means an independent and credible fund. So it means that there's no need to tax you more. So those are some of the advantages that are there. So you need to bear that in mind. And then if you want to know more, just drop us a WhatsApp on our WhatsApp number. Then we'll call you back. You don't have to call us. We'll call you back and see how can we expedite it. I thank you.